doing? Hello, darling.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Nice
You well?
Yeah,
So,
good.
what's the most unusual thing that you guys have done for charity, then?
I took your clothes off once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Only the once?
Twice.
Twice? The full Monty film?
Calm down, calm down. I did it for, there's a serious side to this.
Yes.
I did one for prostate cancer and once for testicular cancer, because both of my friends had that awful disease and things. So there we are. But it took me 3 months to get in shape.
Yeah.
That's why I wear a baggy jacket.
You're very brave. You're very brave.
Were you brave?
No, because I would have frightened people if I had done that. Probably the most unusual thing I've ever done for charity is to eat a donut without licking my lips.
That's quite
And I had to eat about 4. Because have you ever tried to eat a donut without licking your lips?
Can you show us later, Les?
I
can. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, a lot of people know I've done the full Monty, which was on Children in Need, but we have a lady here today who did something really unusual for the WIs. It was so successful all over the world. People were saying, wow, this is amazing. Do you want to know more? Well, let's find out as we welcome Miss February from the Calendar Girls, Angela Baker. Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Lesley.
Hello, thank you.
Oh, now, what was it like? I mean, standing there naked and someone taking pictures of you?
It was OK, really. Yes, we were all there together, so we weren't on our own when we did it.
And it gave you a lot of confidence, didn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And why did you do it?
Well, we wanted to raise money for Leukemia Research Fund because my husband John died of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah,
and we thought it was a fun thing to do. And we're all members of the WI. And so Tricia Stewart had the idea, who was Miss October.
Yeah.
And we took our clothes off and we were doing the crafts of WI.
Yeah, it was
in the news.
amazing, I know. And I think it sold nearly 1 million copies. We're talking about a calendar outselling all the famous ones, the Pirellis and all that type of stuff.
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's have a look in your bag. Let's see what shopping is all about in your
shopping,
home.
yes.
Do you like a bit of cooking then?
Oh, yes, I have a dabble. Yeah, I'll have a dabble, yes.
OK, that's very good. And we'll be talking all about the various things that she got up to throughout the course of her time being on the front of the calendar, or in the middle of the calendar. Now, Miss February, tell us what you brought along.
Sultanas, a potato, leek, chicken, brie and spinach.
Wow.
Spinach because it's my favourite vegetable. I think when you eat it as well, it makes you feel good. It's giving you lots of iron. Cheese because I'm a real cheeseaholic.
Me too.
Yes, any kind of cheese.
Yeah.
And chicken because you tend to do the boring things with it, and it'll be interesting to see what the experts do.
OK, and how much did you spend, Angela?
Actually, quite good. £4.99.
That's excellent.
Excellent.
Great bag. Happy with that, Les?
Very happy.
You obviously thought that you're going down the right route there, aren't you? All those combinations, they seem to work so well together. OK.
Thank you.
Well, life didn't stop. You know, you had someone to lean on throughout the course of, when you were going through your very, very sad time, and he ended up being your husband, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Yeah.
8 weeks.
8 weeks. Oh, don't say that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reverend Charles Knowles. Hello, Charles.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So, Charles, you were there for Angela, someone to kind of just come to and chat, but you were best friends with her husband for a while too, weren't you?
Yes, I was at university with her husband, and when John was going out with Angela, I was one of the others.
Yeah. The third party.
It took me ages before I could support her, because she didn't tell us John had died, and she didn't tell us she was doing the calendar. It was only when the BBC told me.
Oh, wow. And did you look and think, oh, hello?
Well, I thought I'd better have a look. And I realised what I'd been missing.
Well, let's have a look in your bag then.
No.
It's hot in here today with the Vicar, isn't it, eh? Oh, dear. Oh, right then. Beautiful. Now, what have you brought along here? Sorry, Charles.
I need some help with some puddings.
Oh, right.
So I brought along some sweet things. Because I want to start at the beginning, I've got the A, B and C of fruits. So I've got A for apricots, B for bananas, C for cherries, and then something to add some texture, some rolled oats and some mascarpone, and just to add a bit of bite, some rum.
A little bit of rum.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, we like a little bit. How much did you spend then, Charles?
Well, I was either 1 penny better or worse than Angela. £5 exactly.
Oh, there you go.
I think that's pretty good, don't you?
It's good to have him going doing the shopping, isn't it, Ange? God, dear, I'd like to see you push a trolley round. There we are. What do you think, then?
It's a great bag, yeah.
You happy? B, C of fruit and all, Phil. Whoa.
There's not much to drink there, is there?
I don't know.
All right, now, Les, tell us, what are you going to cook for Angela over here?
OK, I'm going to do a very, very simple spinach soup with a sort of chilli butter. I'm going to do sesame chicken with a spinach salad. I'm going to do melting brie with a leek and sultana chutney, and maybe a pizza.
Maybe a pizza.
Maybe a pizza.
Heaven, sounds fantastic.
Sounds delicious.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice indeed. Ooh, listen to them all, Phil. You and Charles have got some serious competition. What are you going to do with your sweet bag?
Right, I think we're going to do hot banana toffee fudge muffin with, wait for it, with rum. We're going to do mascarpone white wine poached apricots. We'll do black cherry stew with floating islands and caramel. We'll do honey and apricot muffins, and we'll do a trifle with all the bits left over.
Sound good?
That sounds average. That sounds average.
That sounds average, doesn't it? You'll never do it in 20 minutes. Well, we'll find out. As I say, ready, steady, cook. Well, ladies and gentlemen, spinach and chilli soup, how about that? How about a lovely bit of chicken cooked off with a beautiful melting brie accompanied by a sultana and leek chutney? The potatoes, I don't know what Les is going to do with the potatoes, but you're guaranteed it's going to taste absolutely delish. What about Phil? We've got the sweet department over here today. Poached peaches in red wine, toffee bananas. We've got mascarpone that's going to go into a kind of a... It's almost like a knicker-block of glory, isn't it, Phil?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all sorts of things. And we've got our lovely cherries down there, and we've got some lovely rum. A hint of rum always brings something alive. Lots of lovely dishes coming your way in a very short space of time. In fact, 19.5 minutes. OK, let's go then, Les. We're talking chicken here.
All right, so let's first of all do... You know, we've got a lovely piece of chicken here, and I would... You know, what you can do, when you've got it on the bone like this, it's nice to cook it in one piece. We probably wouldn't cook in the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off... You've got the joint there, yeah? So you can just follow that and just remove that. And you don't want to waste that, because I'm just actually just going to chop the meat off, a little bit of that, and then just put it in here for my stock, for my soup.
OK, yeah, why not?
So
use
give that a wash.
And what do you call it? Do you call it a breast, a supreme of chicken, or...?
This would be a supreme of chicken, yes. And also, I'm not going to put the skin in, because that will be quite fatty, OK?
How do you do it? Oh,
So-
there you go.
There you go.
What are you doing there, Dale? What are you doing?
She didn't know how to work me tap, but she's got going now. That's OK.
OK, so I'm just going to slice the chicken up.
OK, so you're saying you're not using the skin?
No,
because...
I'm not going to put the skin in the stock, because it might be a bit fatty, OK?
Good point. You want to reduce
and
the
I'm
fat,
just going to now put the chicken in here. What I'd like you to do, Angela, is get a lime, squeeze it over the top and crush me some garlic.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the range, I'm going to wash my hands really well.
Yeah, OK, you can do that, Les. I'll allow you.
And I'm going to now...
Are you comfortable with that? You OK?
Yeah.
OK, nice and slow. Those knives are so sharp, aren't they? Here we are, my love. Squeeze that over there.
Okay.
And what's the idea of putting the lime on the chicken?
Just to get a little bit of marinade, you could use lemon, you could use orange, we're going to do garlic and a little bit of soy sauce, bit of sesame oil.
OK, there you go. So do you want me to give her all of those things then, Les?
Yeah, that would be great. A little bit, not too much soy sauce.
A little bit of sesame oil there. Just a touch of soy, if I can find that soy. There we are.
Ames, I just want to talk about cooking this spinach,
I'll get some more soy for you in a second, yeah.
We've washed the spinach because I want to cook some for the pizza. So when you cook spinach, you don't want to put it in loads of water. Get the pan hot with a bit of oil and butter. Put your washed spinach in, which has got the water attached to the leaves.
Enough steam.
Enough to sort of steam it.
OK.
And then I just stir-fry it for a bit, and then your spinach will wilt and be ready to use.
There you go. Nice little tip there. Little splash of sesame oil. OK, touch of garlic. Crush one of those up there.
Well
We've got a garlic crush, but if you're perfectly happy with that. And I've got some soy sauce here for you. Phil, you won't be using the soy anyway. Here we are, my love. There we are, a little bit of a splash and marinating. How important is marinating, Les? We often sort of bang on about it on the programme, but just to tell everybody at home.
You know, even it does add flavour to it. I mean, even chicken, even 20 minutes sitting in a, even a few minutes sitting in a marinade will give a little bit of flavour. Obviously, things like beef and hardier pieces of meat need longer, overnight. And it's even nice to sort of marinate things like root vegetables and things before you cook them to get the flavour in.
OK,
but it's not the be-all and end-all, OK? Look, that's beginning to wilt and that's nearly ready to put on my pizza.
Beautiful. I'll come back and see you both shortly. Let's go down to the Red Tomato Kitchen. Remember, Phil's doing all sorts of wonderful things with his dessert bag here today. We're poaching the peaches and he's got little bits of What, chilli in there, Phil?
Chili,
a bit of
dry
lime?
chili, not a lot.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of vanilla. And I've also added some brown sugar in there as well, Ian.
OK, just look at that. We've got the vanilla in there, we've got the peaches, we've got limes that have been sort of cut up in half, all sorts of
rum
things.
in there, a little bit rum in that one.
OK. And every time I see that, I think of Morecambe and Wise, don't you? You can remember Morecambe and Wise doing that. It's just lovely. Now, how long would you poach? Because that looks like quite a lot of liquid in there.
There's a lot of sugar in there, Ains, as well.
A lot of sugar,
so
OK.
What we're going to do...
Quantities, roughly?
I would say about half a litre of water.
Yeah.
And you want about 300 or 400 grams of sugar.
OK.
Little goes a long way.
All right, then. So it's just about under a pint of water, 3/4 of a pint of water.
Mix that together
And quite a bit of sugar in there. Remember, you're making a stock syrup here, guys, so you do need a lot of sugar in there. But the great thing is you can probably keep that stock syrup,
It won't go off.
Won't go off.
Keep indefinitely.
Great. OK.
OK, so
jar that up.
in that pan there, Ains, so I've got sugar and vanilla. OK, these bananas are quite underripe, so that's quite handy. And what we're going to do is just literally chop these up in nice big chunks.
Yeah.
And we're going to pop them straight in the caramel. Like
OK, and that's
Like
the
that.
sugar, the vanilla. Could you use vanilla extract, or do you really need to use the bit of vanilla there?
No, you
Vanilla
could use extract, but remember, if you're going to put extract in, put it in the mixture, not in there, because it evaporates. Because extract is 90% alcohol.
OK.
OK?
There you go. Good tip.
So, here we've got oranges as well. Look, oranges in the ground. Orange zest makes a beautiful thing, because it balances the sweetness of the sugar.
Great.
OK, so that's caramel.
And what have you got Charles doing down there?
We're making some scones there. This is the mixture of eggs, sugar, syrup in flour.
OK.
Pinch of salt cuts the sweetness.
OK.
OK, because it's quite sweet.
All right, then.
I haven't put it in yet. I better put it now, no.
Yeah, OK, you better put that in there. So lots of lovely tips, guys. And don't forget, if you're probably thinking that looks fantastic, and it will do when it comes out of the oven, we have all of this available on our website for you. Check out the website. It's going across your screen now. And, of course, you can have a look at CFAX too for all of the recipes today.
Yes.
Lovely. All right, we've got about 14 minutes to go. So Charles is busy making the scones, is he?
Yep. I'm going to change ready. That's cool. We warm the tray up first.
OK.
We get that back into there like that. And we're toasting the nuts with a bit of sugar.
OK, we like a bit of toasted oats, don't we, Phil?
That's it. Bring it together.
There you
Come
go.
on, Charles.
Not doing very well here.
No, you're doing great, Charles. Just keep
I
mixing it.
love a mess.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Is he any good at cooking at home, then? I've got to ask you, Angela.
Please say yes.
It's very good, very good. But it does take a long time. It's very precise.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
Well, it's quite good. Everything he's made's turned out good.
That's fantastic. What a nice compliment there from your wife.
Yes.
Lovely.
You didn't say that when I was cooking the other day.
Oh, really? Well, she's on TV now, isn't she, eh?
Yes,
A bit different. So, Charles, was it love at first sight? Did you... Because I know you knew her before, but...
It took me 40 years.
Was it worth the wait?
It was that invitation to the dance that did it.
Oh, really?
She
There
sent
was
an email.
invitation?
Yes.
Ah.
And we went to the dance, and no looking back after that.
Yeah. And did she dance well?
We never got to the dance floor. I was selling nude calendars.
Oh, really? You were busy selling calendars. And they've sold remarkably well there, haven't they? I'm just astonished. Here we are, a bit of flour there.
It needs a bit more. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So what about the naked calendar idea? What did you think of it?
I thought it was absolutely super. It's given a new image to the older woman.
Yeah.
Which suits the older man, like me.
And a new image to the WIs too, you know? I think that they...
Oh, yeah. It was
they
wonderful
kind of
seeing them do all those crafts with
Yeah.
nothing on. But well disguised.
It's well disguised indeed.
And you were my vicar.
Thank you.
So how did Miss
That's coming
February
on.
down there, how did she cover up?
She got her back to the camera.
Ah.
And playing the piano, Jerusalem.
Oh.
And did the countenance divine, it said.
Fantastic. And do you naturally play the piano then, Angela?
I can play the piano, yes. A little.
And do you ever recite anything for Charles?
No, because he's better than me.
He's better than you.
Yes, he's better than me.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Anyway, back to cooking, guys. Let's see what's happening here. We want to see how they're getting on here. Tell us about what you should be doing here, Phil, what Charles is doing.
Right, Charles, that's perfect. Don't overwork it, don't overwork it. And then what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit of flour on there and wait to roll it out.
Yep.
I'll just do this, actually, if you don't mind.
I'd rather...
No, I don't trust you.
Here we are. Here's your hands. Get your hands under there, Charles. Okay. Yeah, what do you mean by not overworking,
Well,
Phil?
with the scone mix,
Don't knead it too much.
Yeah, if you overwork it, what happens is the gluten works and becomes a
Here we are, mate.
texture.
Oh,
There you
thank
go.
you, that's great.
All right, then. Just the two, or do you want more?
Now,
of
well,
it?
as many as we can get out of there, please. Don't touch that tray, it's very hot,
It's
Charles.
a very hot tray, so you keep cutting that out.
OK.
And away you go again.
What we'll
And
do-
do you put sugar on top of them, Phil? Is that necessary?
I'm going to put a little touch of sugar.
Yeah. I'll get you a spoon.
sugar.
Here we are, Phil. Do you want to show us how much? OK, there you go. Just a little bit of that. Can you see how I'm doing that?
I can, yes.
So do you enjoy being in the limelight then, Charles?
I'm certainly enjoying being here.
Yeah. And you've done a bit. You've met Prince Charles and Camilla.
We had a wonderful day at, where is it? Clarence House he lives, doesn't it? They couldn't have been nicer. They were very friendly, very welcoming. And of course, the Prince said Angela would make a perfect vicar's wife.
Oh, never was a truer word spoken.
And she does.
Absolutely. I'll switch that off
to do with the sugar.
Lovely talking to you. All sorts of things happening here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't quite know what's going on here.
That's just caramel. Plain
just caramel. OK, that's the sugar just cooked down, and it's going to make a lovely caramel. We've got that beautiful infusion there of all those lovely flavours going with the cherries. The sea... Oh, look at that. What did you thicken this with, Phil?
Just a touch of arrowroot or cornflour, Ains.
There you go.
Nothing
now,
else.
arrowroot's going to keep it transparent. The cornflour's going to make it a little bit cloudy, but you'll still get the same thickening effect, all right? We've got a little bit of rum in there, and that's the cherries with their juice in the tin.
Cream
just past halfway, about 9.5 to go. Let's go back down and see how Leslie's getting on down here. She's with Angela in the green pepper kitchen, and we've got a bit of a chutney going here, have we, Les?
We've got the chutney going. We're going to need some brown sugar, actually, Ames. Can you go and grab me some more? Angela, that would be just great.
That's it. There we are, my love. So I'll just grab hold of that for you. OK, bit of brown sugar going in here.
Bit of brown sugar going on in there.
Lovely.
Do you want to have a look in the oven, Ames? Because the pizza has gone in.
OK, let's have a look
with a bit of tomato puree and cooked spinach. Going on in there.
Wow,
this is smelling
look
good.
at this, guys. I have to say, this is very, very impressive. Tell us what went in there.
Basically, it's just olive oil. I want to swap boards with you.
Right.
Look at that.
Self-raising flour herb dough with some milk, and then I cooked the spinach down and spread it with some tomato puree seasoned with a hit of ketchup and a bit of garlic, and then put the cooked spinach on the top. OK, no excuses, guys, at home. If your kids fancy a bit of pizza, you don't need to put the spinach and sultanas on top of it. You can put your ham, cheese, anything you want at all. Just make the basic dough. So have a look at that website and get it all going. We've got lovely chicken here that's been marinated, and that's just been salted off. Is it nice and gently, Lesley? Yeah, absolutely.
OK, we've got some nice bits of bread going there, a bit more spinach coming out. I'm going to need some spinach for the soup. And if we can just just give it a quick wash for me for the soup. Okay,
that would be wonderful. Yeah,
well, let's
we've
get
got
all
the
of that out of the
there.
way.
I know how to turn the tap on.
Just give it a quick wash.
Yeah.
And we're going to make the sesame dressing, which is here. I put the whole bit of the orange in. I'll take it out, but you'll get the essence of the orange, of the flavour of the orange. OK.
Oh, right. Now, how did your lovely man over there propose to you in the end?
Well, it was Easter time, and he gave me a box of Easter eggs, and attached to the Easter egg was some string.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went to the end of the string, and at the end of the string was an engagement ring.
What a lovely
And I screamed, like this.
Oh,
and he said that the Easter eggs and the ring come with strings attached, and that's me.
Oh.
Will you marry me?
Mr. Smooth! That is fantastic. Where did you learn that from, Charles?
Probably from Angela.
Oh, what a lovely thing.
Isn't that
Is he a
nice?
romantic man, then?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, he's very kind. And
Lovely,
yes.
and you've travelled all over, haven't you, just doing so much?
all
What was it
over the
like doing the
world.
Jay Leno show and
the
going
Jay
off to
Leno
Cannes
show
and
was-
places like that?
Jay Leno show was...
Martha Stewart as well.
Yeah,
I know.
The Jay Leno show was brilliant. He was really good to us, and we were there on his 50th birthday, so it was a very special night. Cannes was brilliant because they released our film, Canada Girls, in Cannes, and it just went down a storm, so that was really good.
And you saw hundreds and hundreds of thousands of calendars across America.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary how far this has reached, isn't it? And how much. Would you do it again, though?
Would I do it again? I think there's one more calendar left in us, I think. Yeah, even though it's 7 years on, and we probably need bigger props to cover us out. Because we've got bigger as the years have gone on.
Brian Turner would need a house, wouldn't he, eh? The film Calendar Girls, obviously, did you feel that they were exploiting your lifestyle to a degree, or were you happy to kind of let them make a film?
Well, at first it was a really hard decision to make because it was my story, John had died and everything. But I knew that when we met the producers, Harbour Pictures, that they would do it right, and they did. And
it was great. It's a fabulous movie. I've seen it several times.
We worked with them for 4.5 years, with the making of the film.
And who played your part? Was it
Julie Walters?
Julie Walters. She was just
fantastic.
fantastic.
And 75% of the film is true.
Yeah.
The bit that isn't true, I mean, WI have given us great encouragement, and they've been with us all the way. and a lot of WI ladies, of course, went to see the film.
And long may it continue, especially... And the leukemia research is still very much
absolutely
happening.
Brilliant. Yes, we're about £150,000 into our next million.
Wow,
so that's fantastic.
And you've already built a unit, haven't you?
Yes,
for
John's got a unit. Yes, that's right.
Fantastic. Isn't that lovely? Brilliant. We'll talk again. Brilliant.
Okay.
OK, now, Leslie's got all that chicken.
Can you get the sesame seeds for us, babe?
Yes,
sesame seeds. That would be fantastic.
There we are. Give that a bit of a sprinkle on top of that chicken. There we are.
Spinach going in, and we need...
And toss those around.
Absolutely.
OK, now, remember, that was marinated. Remember the soy sauce that went in there? And just
you come and watch this, my darling, for me.
Use that. Just toss those around a little bit, because the sesame seeds will release the oils, and that will start to toast up beautifully.
Nice.
OK, remember the marinade. What went in there again, Ange?
Oh, heavens.
Soy sauce?
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Some kind of oil.
Some kind, sesame oil.
That's it.
Sesame oil.
And a lime.
A lime juice,
of a lime.
yeah. Any sugar or anything like that? Honey or anything?
No, I don't think so.
A little bit of honey went in there as well.
Chutney looks really fabulous. That's coming down there, Les. I'm just tossing that together. That's leek and sultana chutney.
How are we doing for time, my darling?
OK, you've got 4 minutes to go, and so we'll get that on there. All right, then. Fabulous. Let's get back down here again. Let's find out how things are going. Back in the Red Tomato kitchen, remember, all those things were happening, and Phil talked about snow eggs. Do you remember that, snow eggs? Here they are, Phil. Tell us all about your snow eggs.
Right. Meringue. Cooked very quickly. Whipped very quickly, I should say.
Yeah.
And what you do is you slightly over whip it so it's slightly firmer.
Yeah.
This water mustn't boil, it's just poached, about 90 degrees. Yeah. And you drop your meringue in. You can also put a touch of corn flour to hold it. And you get this beautiful cooked meringues. Look at that.
OK, corn flour goes into the meringue mix, not into the water.
Exactly.
And not only that, guys, a lot of you don't have thermometers at home, so that's just... Don't let it boil. So basically, as it comes up and you can see it gets really, really hot, then you can poach those off, and they're wonderful. A bit of creme anglaise or something on top of those with a bit of vanilla. Oh, it really is quite delicious. All right, the scones are coming out now. There they are, with a bit of toasted oats on top. And we've got the lovely caramel on top of the paper there. We've got 3 minutes to go. Now, even when you go on holiday, Reverend Charles, your job doesn't stop. It goes with you, doesn't it? And you were very kind enough to... You remarried a couple or something? What's the right expression?
We were on holiday in Tanzania, anticipating our wedding by having our honeymoon first.
Yeah.
And we met various other couples who were celebrating either their wedding or a couple celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary, and they said they hadn't been able to arrange to renew their vows. And when they mentioned it for the 4th time, I said, well, Angela's a registrar and I'm a vicar. Yeah. We'll do it for you if you want us to. And so we went up in the hot air balloon the next day, came down, they gave us a glass of champagne, and I fortunately remembered the words, which is more than Angela did at our wedding. Did she forget? She forgot.
Angela, shame on you. What did you forget, darling?
Sorry. We wanted to say our vows without the vicar saying them. And I did it perfectly well at the rehearsal. And then on the day, I completely and utterly forgot my lines.
And you did forgive her, though, didn't you, Charles?
Of course I forgave her. Yeah. I'm so glad it was her and not me.
Oh, look, only 4. Do you want all peach, all the apricots in there?
All the apricots, fill it up with juice.
Yeah, fill it up with juice. Go on. Just
can I pour it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Don't go too mad.
There you go. That's lovely. Yeah, that'll be great. Look at that broth there. Let's push that down so we get that lovely one nestled on the top. That's lovely. Banana, a bit of a banana orange tatin type thing going there. We've got our lovely snow eggs nestled on top. We've also got them on top of the lovely glazed berries there. Everything's coming together quite well. What's that there, Phil?
What I had was a bit of caramel's left, a bit of sugar.
Can you take the pizza out for me?
OK, pouring that over the top. Just look at those guys. Really, lots of lovely flavours. All sorts of things happening here. Start clearing down. Do help yourself to a glass of red or white wine. Les has come out with a delightful leek chutney there.
Wait, sec.
Oh, look at that. They just look fantastic. Go on, Les. Pop that on the top there. I'll just hold that there for you. That looks lovely.
A little bit of balsamic over the top.
OK, just a touch. I'll get a bit of balsamic for you. OK, we've got 30 seconds. Audience, you're voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given.
I've got
the balsamic here, and we're just going to drizzle a little bit of that on the top. Not too much, just a touch. Great way of using all these things up. All right, then.
I need that chopping board.
Audience, remember you're voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients.
Which is me.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! all sorts of wonderful food, great guests, and of course, they had ingredients to start with. And Lesley had a chicken supreme, a large potato, a bag of spinach, a leek, some brie and sultanas, whilst Phil Vickery had a bag of rolled oats, some mascarpone cheese, bananas, tinned cherries, fresh apricots, and a miniature bottle of rum. And now we're ready to eat.
Go for the chicken first. Yeah, well...
OK, I hope you said Grace. Go on, pick up your cutlery.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Now, Les, what are you going to call this?
I think we're going to call this Miss February is Supreme.
Yeah.
Get some chicken on there.
OK, and what did you do with all your lovely ingredients?
What we did was, first of all, we used
brilliant.
all the spinach. We had a big bag of spinach. So we did a very simple spinach salad with an oriental dressing, soy sauce, sesame oil, a little bit of garlic, Then we marinated the chicken in similar ingredients with some honey, pan-fried it, sesame seeds on towards the end, sit it on top, eat
Beautiful.
it. Then with the rest of the spinach, we made a very, very simple soup, which I probably haven't seasoned correctly, so I'm going to put a little bit of salt on there for you. And we simmered the bone, added the potato, made the soup, and then whizzed in the uncooked spinach towards the end for the spinach
So it's
sauce.
more like a potato soup, because it looks a little gloppy there, doesn't it? But
no,
it's
gloppy.
Well, do you know what I mean? It's starchy, because the starch comes out of the potato.
The starch is a thing, and you need that in the spinach soup to give it the thickness,
Okay,
that
beautiful.
is delicious.
OK, then also what we did was to make this dough here, and we've got the eggs so that they're just kind of still nice and yolky. With the rest of the spinach, we wilted it in olive oil, and then we made just a very simple olive oil dough, and then basically put tomato puree on the bottom with some garlic, the wilted spinach, pick it up with your fingers, it's the easiest thing. Wilted spinach went on the top, and it was baked in the oven.
Oh, lovely.
OK, and then the final thing is this, which is just the brie. You have to use your fingers on this as well.
I know.
It's just brie on toast with leek and sultana chutney, which we just made in the pan.
What do you think? Just fantastic.
I think it's fantastic. Everything.
Oh, lovely. Brilliant.
She did it so quick, I never saw her do that. I never saw her make the pastry.
I know.
Fantastic.
I know. You're used to a man taking his time in the kitchen, aren't you?
I am.
There you go, Charles. And your turn to get stuck into it. Didn't you once make Swiss rolls for Angela?
I didn't want to, but it was a competition.
And where did you come?
The first one was like a leg of lamb because the tin...
Charles, where did you come?
I came first.
Did you? Oh, top man.
And second.
First and second.
But only because I rejected the first one. Can I try something?
Phil, what are you going to call this?
OK. OK, here we go.
Oh, more than good.
Disjoint Vickery concoction, wait for it, concoction, will soon be scone, but not forgotten.
Excellent. Both our chefs are really full of everything today, ladies and gentlemen, including good food. How did you make your food, Phil? Tell us
Let's
briefly.
start here. We had this muffin with caramel, lots of orange, lots of vanilla, lots of bananas. And if you just look at that, and that cooked for about 10 minutes in the same pan. But look how light that is.
It's beautiful.
Completely soaked through with caramel. That's delicious. Here we made scones, or Charles made syrup scones with honey and...
You can make that at home, can't you? Because you saw how everything went in.
Mascarpone to make a picture. We had a honey cream to go over top. Again, look how light they are. Look how light they are.
Beautiful.
Oh,
And you
better
made
than I
those?
thought. Better than I thought.
Here we are, Charles.
OK.
Sorry.
Here,
There we are.
we poached the apricots
You're
whole.
going to give me one of those.
No, no. I should do, shouldn't I? Here we go. No. We poached the
Vicar
apricots.
chokes on Ready, Steady, Cook. I can see the headlines now, can't you?
So, we poached them in a light syrup. I'm trying to be sensible here. Yes. We poached them in a light syrup with limes and lots of sugar. Here, we just literally thickened the cherries because they're perfect. We made floating islands, which we topped with caramel, and that is the meringue, which is just on there as well. And here...
Lovely. Very
finally,
quick, Phil.
Toasted creamed, blah, blah, blah.
Lovely. All available on our website. Overall, what do you think, Charles?
Wonderful. Amazing.
Amazing. Well, they've both been amazing. Both our chefs have been amazing. But who will be amazed by the result from our studio audience? Is it going to be a green pepper day or a red tomato one? Will you all please vote now? Wow. Ooh, well, up they go and have a look at this. It's quite a close one, but there are a few more. Red tomato!
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, congratulations. Thank you so much, Phil. Well done, my man. Brilliant, brilliant. And, of course, you're the winner, so you get £100.
Ah, thank you.
And I believe you're going to donate that to someone?
We're going to give it to leukemia research.
Lovely.
How long will it coming?
Thanks so much for coming. Have a lovely life. That was quick.
I did, yes.
Win or lose, you've ended up with some lovely food here, haven't
and
you?
I've had a brilliant time.
Yeah.
You just don't realise how fast the time goes and what you do in the time and what you can do with what you're given is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
That's nice, isn't it, Les? And we really enjoyed your company. You don't go away empty-handed. We've got a lovely, Ready Steady Cook hamper.
Thank you.
So you and Charles can get in the kitchen and
We
create some
can.
more Swiss
We
rolls. Haven't they been fantastic, ladies and gentlemen? Angela Bacon, Reverend Charles Knowles. Great stuff. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at these. We've got some lovely of the old lipped mussels, blue lipped mussels there. There we've got this little green lipped mussels. Sorry, I said blue. We've got some Thai curry or green curry paste here in this jar. That's very nice.
Coconut.
Oh, coconut. Potatoes. Right, mango. Shallots and, as you said, Phil, coconut.
Have you finished?
Oh, yeah. Only just. I had to squeeze me mango first. OK, Les, what would you do with this little lot?
Oh, blimey. Right, OK. I would make two things with the coconut. I would do Thai-style mussels, like a more marinière, but Thai-style. And I would do a sort of Thai-style... I'd do everything Thai-style, actually, because I think we've got quite a lot of paste here. A type of tortilla. I would also do griddled mango with coconut custard.
Wow, wow, wow. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. What do you think, Phil?
Where I go from there? I think what I would do is I'd take half the mussels out and make a moucalade, which is a French-style mussel soup, but we'd have to put Thai curry paste in it and lots of coconut, lots and lots of basil. The other half I'd probably breadcrumb it and put under the grill, just warm them through with a garlic cream. Shallots and potatoes, we'll just throw those in the bin, and then we'll chop the mango, we'll eat the mango, that's it. No, seriously, we'll probably put some of that into a bit of the soup. Potatoes, we're going to push for time on those, I don't know.
Dice them up, put them in the soup, Phil?
Possibly, yeah, and the mango I think we might make a smoothie.
A little bit of a smoothie, a nice mango smoothie. OK, lots and lots of lovely ideas from both our chefs. Once again, I'm asking the audience to help us out here. So what's it going to be, green peppers or red tomatoes? Will you all please vote now? And they pop up there, and it looks like they want Lesley to do lots with her Thai curry paste. All right, Lesley, let's get cooking. OK, my darling, pop them down there, and your 10 minutes cooking time starts now. Let's do it.
OK, let's get these potatoes going for the tortilla.
OK.
Phil, I want you to make me a coconut custard, to take 8 or as many as you need of those. I want the rest back. And to do your grilled one for the crumb on. Yeah, that's for your mango.
All right, then, darling. And you want a bit of...
And I need a pan on for my sauce.
All right, then. Lovely, Les. I'll do that for you.
And
what are you going to be doing, my love?
And I'm going to be making the Thai sauce. And the tortillas, basically. Yeah, that's cool. These mussels are already cooked.
They're from New Zealand originally, you know. And I believe that the extracts from it are really good for arthritis.
Really?
Yeah, those little green-tipped mussels, lipped mussels. I see tipped, lipped. You know what I'm talking about.
One thing you must do with Thai curry paste is when you buy it, is always taste it first because they differ in strength.
Do they really? How different is that then, Les?
Ooh, baby, that's hot. And obviously we want it hot, and the mussels have got quite a lot of flavour, so they can take it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a little bit of oil in there and just get that pan fried. Any more coconut there, Phil?
How much do you need?
I need probably about half of what you've got there.
Do you want it whizzed up, or...?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Do you make your own curry paste ever, Les?
Yeah, I do. And the great thing about it is that if you're vegetarian, Ains,
Yeah.
I need some wooden spoons here. If you're vegetarian, then what you can do is, I'm going to put some oil in here for you, Ains, is to...
Yeah, you go for it, darling. I'm just dicing these up really small.
Often in Thai curry paste is shrimp paste, so it's not vegetarian, basically.
OK.
So I use shallot, ginger, sometimes galangal, kaffir lime leaf, lemongrass, garlic, shallot, and I hit the switch and you can make a vegetarian one.
Ah,
and it
lovely
freezes
paste.
really, really well.
OK, interesting to say that. Yeah, of course you can, my darling. I'll just top.
Because we just need to get those going. We need to get the eggs going.
Right, we've got lots of little bits of
And I use Thai
potato.
curry paste in all sorts of things, Ains. I mean,
Lesley, go.
thanks, darling. It's really good in a potato salad in mayonnaise.
Oh.
You know,
a hint
it's
of that.
great if you've got a hangover.
Yeah.
Put it in an omelette, you know, which is what we're going to do now.
I thought you were going to say put it in vodka or something like that.
Oh, we could.
OK, then.
Right, so we need a lid on that, don't we? We just need to get some heat going on that,
Yeah,
just so
OK.
that we can put that in our little tortilla pan.
You've got a wooden spoon or fork for that? Or for this?
Whatever, give that a stir.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get some... I just want to toast off the Thai curry paste.
OK, now you talked about the mango. What do you want, just slices of mango there?
Slices of thick mango going in there with some lime, maybe a bit of honey to get some colour on there. And then if Phil's got time, I don't know if he has, but if we've got any leftover mango around the stone, he can make a smoothie.
I've just taken a bit of the stone off there, darling, but that doesn't matter.
No.
I'm sort of cutting through there.
OK.
OK,
right, so...
Phil, tell us about coconut custard, please.
Coconut custard, dead easy. Pint of milk, pint of milk, 3 egg yolks, coconut milk and sugar to taste. That's it. You boil up the milk and the coconut together. Be careful because it will stick, because of the fat content. And what I'm going to do is just what we call make a liaison, which is a couple of egg yolks, and a little pinch of corn flour.
Yeah.
OK, just about that much, just to hold it. And you just, when the milk comes to the boil, we just literally take it off the heat and just whisk in the egg yolks and corn flour, and it will thicken to a custard.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. OK, another lovely tip coming along there.
Oh, that looks good, Ains.
OK, I'm just putting sprinkles a little sugar and I'll hit it with a bit of lime juice
All
in
right,
a moment.
let's get some Thai paste in there.
OK.
Yeah, bit more, Ains? What do you reckon?
Yeah, just a touch more, if you like it hot.
Yeah.
There we are. OK.
OK. Give those a little bit of a... So you won't need salt in there. We need to get those
Bit of fresh thyme in there, Les, or anything?
Oh, yeah.
I think that sounds quite nice. Those little pans are really heating up. What do you want in there, Les?
Well, I want the potatoes in there.
Yeah.
How soft do you reckon those potatoes are at the moment? Let's eat one and see. They should be getting quite soft.
Yeah.
Get the lid back on.
Bit crunchy.
Bit longer with the lid.
Just a touch
Get a bit of heat on there.
Just a touch of
Touch
heat.
of water. Just a bit of heat. And
there
just,
you go.
You know, obviously,
Halfway
if you've got
now,
a
guys.
lid on something, then it's going to cook. Let's turn these pans off because they're rocking, beyond rocking.
OK.
OK, this sauce is doing nicely.
OK, sugar's looking
I'm just
good.
going to taste this. How are we doing here? I've got some
What about
rosemary.
those mussels? What do you want
They're
those?
cooked. I'm just going to lay them in there towards the end. I don't want them to overcook.
OK, very quick question. Phil, do you want a hand with that, Chef?
No.
OK. Yeah?
My hands are greasy.
Phil?
My hands are greasy.
Yeah, all right, there we are. OK, we're going to get a bit of breadcrumbs on here, and then we're going to pop those into the oven. There we are. You've got grease all over it, you Phil.
Oh, mate.
Oh, Phil, you all right there, mate?
What's going on?
I don't know what he's done in here.
Ains.
I can't get the lid off. Phil, we've only got 4 minutes to go.
I'll put them under the grill, sir. What's going on? What's happened to it?
Hey? Oh, Phil. Les, can you get that off for us? Go on, woman power, come on, yeah! Go on, Les. Encourage her.
Get it off! I can't get it off, Ains.
Phil, what did you put on there?
I
Super
don't
glue?
know.
Oh, dear.
Oh, leave it.
Oh, dear.
Thanks, Ains. Oh, no.
There you go. 3.5 minutes to go.
You took your time there, mate, didn't you?
I'll give you time, Phil. I have a very quick question here, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon. It comes from Gillian Williamson via email. Good afternoon to you, Gillian. I'm currently living in Spain, and although the Spanish quite like spicy food, we really struggle to find green and red chilies where we live. When we do manage to get hold of them, we use them straight away or dry them. Is there a successful way of freezing them as well as other herbs? Phil Vickery.
So what I would do, I would chew them up in a liquidizer.
Yeah.
And then I would add enough oil, Ains,
I'm listening to
make a paste.
Yeah.
And then I put them into ice cream containers. Sorry, ice cube trays.
Oh, yes.
Put them in the freezer, and then they'll freeze in this amount of blocks and just keep in the freezer. And as you need them, just take them out.
Oh,
but
very
enough oil
nice.
will stop it freezing too hard.
OK. Yeah, and what about other herbs and stuff like that?
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same
way, Ains.
I would say that you could actually blanch them if you want, Gillian. Put them into, blanch them, put them into a really clean, sterilised jar, and then put olive oil on top of them. That will preserve them too. That's not actually sort of freezing them down. And regarding other herbs, there's some that freeze really well, there's some that don't. There's a few things like you put basil in it just loses it, it retains all the water, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So do be careful of that. So, really, 2 minutes to go, guys.
OK, Ains.
Let's quickly go back
here. This is the sauce. Do you want to taste it, actually? Because I think it's really nice. It's the here, I'll make coconut.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a little bit of lime in there. Yeah. Just very, very lightly heated. A bit of coriander through there at the last minute, Ains.
OK, yes,
and we're
put
rocking.
some lime in there.
Where do you want your custard?
I want the custard in there.
That's lovely. That really does. It's got that lovely green Thai influence, a bit more like a sort of green Thai curry that we know about, ladies and gentlemen.
Coriander.
Coriander, with the root too. Don't be frightened of the root going in there. That's really where a lot of the flavour is. And if you go to Thailand, they put a lot of the, they use a lot of the root in their cooking. Look at that. That's lovely. That's cooking down. Right, what do you want with the...
Right, the custard is coming over now. So it's coming
light,
over.
And you want these nestles on the top?
It looks fine on there.
OK, there we are. Thank you very much indeed, Phil. I'll just turn those over. I like that caramelised look. And that's just bits of mango floating in there like that. OK. Looking beautiful. Look at that. There we are. 45 seconds to go now, guys. Let's get this out. There we are. Beautiful.
Cloths. Oh, that looks stunning.
Are you happy with that, Les?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Fantastic. And we've got 30 seconds to go. A little bit of mint, just a little shredded mint on the top of that. We'll just finish that off beautifully. Out come our little tortillas. Oh, you've got to turn that out. OK, 20 seconds to go.
I need another cloth. There you go.
There you go. All right, Les. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! I'll give you a fly there, darling. Shall I tip these out?
Tip them out, careful, they're hot, hot.
Oh, they are a bit hot, but I'll go for it. What are you going to call this then, Liz?
I think it's, if at first you don't succeed, Thai again.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
There we are
Salante.
now.
OK, thanks, Ains.
That's all right, my darling. How did you do it, Les?
Well, how did we all do it? Right, first of all, this was just very simple, Thai paste with a little bit of the shallot and then basically the cream, a little bit of wine and the coconut. And then I just dropped these little fellas in just about a minute or two just to heat them through. This was just Thai potatoes fried off in the Thai paste and then little tortillas made. And then Phil made the custard.
Dead easy, pint of milk, about 2 ounces or 55 grams of coconut, bit of sugar, a couple of egg yolks to thicken it, a bit of corn flour.
You made the beautiful mango.
Yeah, and I sprinkled a little bit of sugar on it, and of course you could squeeze a little touch of lime juice on top of those just to finish them off. And of course, Phil popped a little bit of toasted crumb on top of those. And if you've missed any of the recipes, they are available on our website. Indeed, check out CFAX from lovely Les, Phil and myself. See you soon on Ready, Steady, Cook. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.